and welcome to Oxford Empowered. This is Brenda Pierce, the Empowered Nurse, here to triage body, mind, and spirit on location with Special Olympics Tillsonburg. We're going to be interviewing some of the Olympians themselves and sharing the stories about their medals and their sports. We're going to be talking to the leadership of the Special Olympics, like Carolyn Mulholland, Laverne Sinden, and Pat Benoit. We're also going to be talking to some of the parents as well, sharing what Special Olympics means to them, watching their children excel and grow. Joining me now is Pat Benoit, one of the organizers of Special Olympics Tillsonburg. And Pat, welcome to Oxford Empowered.
Well, thank you for coming and interviewing us today. Our athletes do a wonderful job. Our volunteers stay busy. And it's really nice to see our athletes going international this year, too, for our competitions. Athletes have to have a developmental disability, and they can have a physical disability also. We've been going in Tillsonburg, 15 years plus, and we've been growing every year. We have over 50 athletes right now. We do 5 sports. We do golf, bocce ball, baseball, basketball, and 5-pin bowling.
Wow, that's quite a variety of sports. And over the 15 years, have you seen a real resurgence or a surge of participation in the athletes?
It's just steady growth, and the last year or two, we've been sending people to provincial and national games. We sent one to national games in BC 3 years ago, I believe, and they're going through the next round of competitions. So we had 7 compete just a few weeks ago for provincial games. And we've had 1 compete internationally in golf, both last fall and this spring.
Excellent. So do you feel that the caliber of athletes that we're putting out here with Special Olympics Tillsonburg, they are meeting or exceeding the expectations of what the Special Olympics organization are looking for in these athletes?
The Special Olympics is nice as they accept all levels. So you can be more or less just a fun athlete and enjoying yourself, and we will have local tournaments for them. And those who want to be competitive, then we work with them and they can work at the competitive levels and move on as they're able.
This is wonderful, and it's nice to know that we have this representation here in Tillsonburg. It's very special, not only for Special Olympians, but also for the town itself. They are great ambassadors, aren't they?
They are. When people actually watch them play, we have a local basketball tournament in February, and the spectators just love to watch it. It is very competitive and very fun.
Excellent. Thank you, Pat, for being with us on Oxford Empowered.
Thank you.
Right now we have Carolyn Mulholland, who's another leader with Special Olympics Tillsonburg, and she's going to share a little bit of the history of our now emergent group of special athletes. Hi, Carolyn. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. I've just been working with the bocce team, and I've just now became their coach. But before that, I was a mom, and I was a mom to our son, Corey Mulholland, and he had qualified for 5-pin bowling in 2013 and went to nationals in 2014 and came home with an individual bronze and a team gold. Unfortunately, the States doesn't recognize 5-pin bowling, so they couldn't go any further. So then he opted to start really working hard on bocce, and we have now qualified 5 boys to continue on into nationals.
Wow.
So, and we just got back from provincials, and my boys are standing over here with their medals on.
It's really exciting to see them with their hardware on and their smiles on their face and the sense of accomplishment. What does this mean for them on the day-to-day lifestyle of their life?
Well, I think it's really given them a lot more confidence in themselves and has pushed themselves. They're very athletic, and we've never really pushed them before. And this time we've decided to do it when we know we've got some that will qualify. And so we've pushed them. Their confidence is really growing on them. And they've really empowered themselves, because now some of them have jobs, some of them live on their own. And yeah, it's been wonderful for all of them and myself.
Well, and I understand, too, some of them have actually moved on and went to college and gotten their diplomas and certificates in advanced education as well.
Yes, there's actually 3 of them here tonight. Came out of Glendale and 2 came out of Valley Heights, and yes, they went on to, one went to Lambton College in Sarnia and 2 went to Peterborough, one of which was my son. Never thought that would happen, but I think it's because of community living, and then with Special Olympics, it's just really empowered them, and I recommend it for everybody. And so yeah, they went off to college and came home, and they all have jobs now.
That's
They
fabulous.
live on their own.
Oh, living on their own is even
Yes.
much more spectacular as well. So they've gone the full gamut. They're living the dream. And all to Special Olympics Tilsonburg, community living as well. We have to give a shout out to them as well.
We do. We have to. They're the ones that kind of got us going, and then we advanced to the next level with Special Olympics, and they all know what they can do, and I push them and they push themselves. So it's been awesome.
So tonight we are actually having a celebration. Can you tell us a little bit about the baseball game we're going to be watching, and who's all in it?
They're going to be playing against the Tilsonburg Firefighters, and they are awesome. They get involved with us a lot. They played basketball against these guys on June 24th at Turtle Fest. We do have a basketball game against the Tilsonburg Firefighters at the end of basketball season in the winter. And then this is our last night for baseball, and they come out, and we have practically the whole force here, plus the fire truck. And they thoroughly enjoy doing this, and our guys just thrive on playing against them. Wonderful. So it's just fantastic. And also, too, we have wheelchair basketball, and the Tilsonburg Firefighters and the Cortland Firefighters come out and participate in wheelchair basketball, too.
That is fascinating, because wheelchair basketball is not easy at all, is it?
No, it's not. We only have the one, and then the rest of us do play in a wheelchair, and it's not easy. You are putting the ball in the same height as if it was somebody standing up, so it's not easy, and kudos to Kevin for doing it.
Yeah. So the skill set is beyond the able-bodied person's ability, because they really practice and shine and hone their skills when they're in a wheelchair, don't they?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Carolyn, for being with us here on Oxford Empowered, and we look forward to watching segments of the baseball game and interviewing the stars of this night.
Well, thank you for coming and setting this up. This is amazing. I'm so excited. We got to get them out there to the public.
Absolutely.
And we've got a lot of amazing kids.
We do. Tilsonburg is a phenomenal place, meant to let everybody's abilities shine to their fullest potential. Incredible place to call home. It's a pleasure to meet you, Anne-Marie. Not only did you go to school with one of my children, but you're also one of the stars of the golf team here at Special Olympics. Can you tell us a little bit about how your year went?
I came in 4th at provincials, and then Monday we went to the golf course for the Fox, and I came in 1st for having fun, but most of all to meet new people and have fun.
Excellent. What does this all mean to you personally?
It's to have fun, meet new people. That's what my brother's always telling me. It's like to have fun.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Nice meeting you, Anne-Marie. We look forward to more fascinating events with you in golf.
Thank you.
And next we have Rick Buck.
Hi, how are you?
Fine. How are you?
I'm great, thanks.
Great. Tell us about your skills and your year in Special
Well,
Olympics.
I'm a level 5 golfer. There's only so many of us here in Canada. There is not a level 5 program. We're all level 4s. I just came back from Seattle about 7 weeks ago in level 5 tournament or North America Championships. Last year I was down to Florida, Port St. Lucie at the PGA Village playing at the same tournament. And I won gold down there in Florida, and then I come back to still become number 1 in Canada for this year, and won gold again in Seattle. So I'm just keep bringing back, and then I had a week and a half off, and I was back at it there at provincials, and I won gold again, and just keep going. And then we had that fun tournament there that she was talking about at the Fox in London there, and I won that tournament and just keep on playing. now hopefully to be at nationals and maybe the world. It's in 2019 at Abu Dhabi, the world is, and North America is in Arizona in 2019. Now there's no North America next year because they got their national games in Seattle at the same time we have ours in Nova Scotia. But yes, it's really fun to do, and I want to thank all the sponsors that have helped and everybody that has supported me. And there's no stop to it. Just going to keep going and practicing every day like I do. I got a really big regimen I do for myself, so I don't need to get better.
Excellent. Thank you, Rick, for being with us and all you do. Hi there. And your name is? Hi, Corey. Corey, you were the bocce ball star a few years back, and I want you to tell us a little bit about what this all means for you.
I did this once in 2014. I got to a bowling down in BC. Our team came first, and I came third.
Excellent. You know, for starting out in Special Olympics and going that far in your very first year, right?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, this is my third year doing it, going to these events.
The following program is brought to you by Rogers Anyplace TV. Enjoy exclusive content for free. Visit Rogers. AnyplaceTV.com.
Get ready for the movie everyone is talking about, arriving early on Channel 100. For a limited time, order Wonder Woman on Rogers On Demand, and it'll be yours to watch early, anytime, again and again.
Who is this woman?
Plus, when you order as part of the combo pack on Channel 100, you'll get the Blu-ray or DVD sent right to your door when it's released, all for as low as $24.99. Wonder Woman on Rogers On Demand. Go to Channel 100 for details and watch it today.
Was that 4 or 5? He's lost count and still thinks he can drive. Do you think he knows that when he is caught and charged with impaired driving, he'll lose his license and a lot more? If he gets in his car, he'll face costs exceeding $20,000. Does he realize he could have a criminal record for his choice to drive? And it could be much worse if he crashes. I wonder what he'll be thinking tomorrow.
Visit ArriveAlive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive. Drive sober.
My name is Megan Barry, and I have been a volunteer at Rogers for about 2.5 years. My favorite thing to do with Rogers is to volunteer with the London Nationals and the London Knights. I would recommend anyone that wants to get into the TV industry to volunteer with Rogers. It helps you get more experience and lets you figure out what you actually want to do in the industry.
What's your name?
Matthew.
Hi, Matthew. You're also our Citizen of the Year, aren't you?
That's correct, yes.
Good. And I wonder if you can tell us a little bit about what your skills are.
My skills? Well, my skills mostly having fun. Main skill, my skills, like I love to do math and doing the alignments and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. My other skill is that I'm easy to be around with.
That's fabulous. Thank you so much for being with us. And your medal was in bocce ball, right?
Yep.
Good. And you're playing baseball tonight?
Yes.
Excellent. Thanks for being with us. We look forward. Congratulations on being Citizen of the Year.
Thank you very much.
Hi. Hello. Hi. And your name is?
Kevin Barani.
Oh, hi, Kevin.
Hi.
Thank you for being with us. And tell us about what your medal is in.
It's for bocce ball. And it's for the bronze medal.
Excellent. And how long have you been playing bocce ball?
Like quite a few years, 3, 4. Yeah.
Incredible. You must enjoy that very much.
Yes. Yes.
Do you find playing bocce ball in a wheelchair easier or more difficult?
A little more difficult, but I practiced, so I'm really good at it.
Excellent. Yeah. And also, too, you're playing baseball tonight?
I'm not. No.
You play wheelchair basketball.
Wheelchair basketball. Yes.
That's your specialty. Yeah. What does Special Olympics mean to you?
That like you can just do that you can do anything, like people can do anything that they like put their minds to.
It's very important to do something that you really are inspired by, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Hi, and what is your name?
William Yitma.
Hi, William. And tell us a little bit about how you got your medal that you're wearing so proudly.
This was from
William Shy.
Yes, that's okay.
Bocce.
Yeah, from bocce.
Excellent. Thank you very much for being a champion and for making a difference and representing Tillsonburg in such a wonderful way. You should be very proud of your accomplishments.
Yeah, thanks.
What does this all mean to you? Does it make you happy? Or how does it make you feel inside?
Happy.
Happy's a good way to feel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very good. Again, thank you, William, for being with us.
Thanks.
You can go see. This is my other one. I didn't realize he was coming tonight.
Ah.
He's my 5th boy for bocce.
Okay.
And he got 4th in his division.
Oh, excellent. Hi, and tell us your name, please.
I'm Zach.
Hi, Zach. And tell us a little bit about what you do with Special Olympics and what's your sport.
I do multiple sports. I do the bowling, bocce ball, baseball, basketball, wheelchair basketball, and golf.
Wow, you do it all. That's fabulous. So what has Special Olympics done for you in terms of allowing you to participate in all these sports?
It's given me something to do besides watching TV. It's helped me keep active and make life more fun.
Okay. Now, for the audience out there who may have some young men and women who might be qualifying for Special Olympics, would you encourage them to come out and try out?
Yeah. It's always fun. Anyone's welcome. It's mainly just to come out to have fun.
And having fun is the most important thing you can do, isn't it? Making yourself happy inside. Great. Thank you for being with us.
You're welcome.
We'll be back right after this break with more Oxford Empowered here at the Annandale Baseball Park in Tillsonburg.
It's closing time, and you stayed out longer than you planned. So now you can't drive, and the buses have stopped running. You could always call your girlfriend. Or maybe your roommate? What about your best friend? You could just dial 1-888-TAXI-GUY or use the Taxi Guy app. The call and the app are free, and they both connect you to a local cab company to bring you home safely. Visit arrivealive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive, drive sober.
Monsieur de Champlain, when I finish paddling through this wilderness and reach China, I shall greet them wearing this.
Monsieur Nicolet, your mission shall be for the honor of the king and the Holy Faith.
In the summer of 1634, Jean Nicolet set off from Quebec to find a trade route that would link Europe and North America with China.
But where is it? Further, I know the place you are seeking.
For months, Nicolet pushed through the wilderness, searching for the Western Sea.
Georgia! Mississippi!
What did he say?
He says, Mississippi, great water.
Mississippi, the sea, China.
Jean Nicolet was wrong. It was Lake Michigan, not the Pacific. But others would follow his dream, Joliet, La Salle, the La Vérendrys, and they would map most of North America from the Rockies to the Gulf of Mexico.
And now we're going to talk with Laverne Sinden, who is also one of the organizers of Special Olympics Tilsonburg. Hi, Laverne.
Thank you for coming tonight.
It's a pleasure. I'd love to hear a little bit about your involvement and what Special Olympics means to you and the community spirit that it brings.
Well, for me personally, I mean, my son is certainly involved with it, but it's really over the 10 plus years that Brad and I have been involved with the group, we've seen these athletes just grow personally, come out of their shell, feel part of the community, which really is what it's all about. It's inclusion. It's these athletes being in town, having events with the firefighters like this, and just random people on the street able to call them by name. Mm-hmm. It's perfect.
Yeah, it is. It's a perfect storm, isn't it? It's time.
It is perfect. It is the perfect storm. It is no longer are the kids away. The kids are in the community. The kids are growing immensely with their self-esteem just through these sports and the accomplishments. And you've heard from some of the athletes who recently were in Toronto. Awesome.
Experiences they would never have otherwise.
Probably would never have. You know, the world is evolving. Everything's evolving, but this is a great thing.
It is, truly. I wonder if you can tell the audience, just how can they participate in terms of supporting you and, and getting in touch with you.
We are always looking for volunteers, seniors who have skill sets and are looking for a couple of hours of volunteering, students who are looking to put in time to get their high school diplomas. We have basketball tournaments, we have basketball games, we have bowling. We always need volunteers we have skill sets with seniors who can come and take an event and be the primary so the parents can sit and enjoy. But right now, it's mostly the volunteers are parents themselves.
Right. So there's room for anybody and everyone.
Anybody and everyone. Get a hold of Pat, get a hold of myself, and we will certainly bring them into the fold. This has become one very large family.
That's beautiful. Looking for inclusion. People are looking for wonderful ways to be part of something that is making a difference, and this certainly is that.
It is. Be a fan of Special Olympics. Right. Certainly be a fan.
So people can get a hold of you and find out more on Facebook?
We have a Facebook page, yes.
And is there a website as well?
Somebody else has to answer that question.
Well, whatever way they can, just showing up for practices
We're on the go, out in the community, doing games and events 3 nights a week between golf and basketball and volleyball. It's everything's going. Everything is going. So we're always out there. And we're always looking for help.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for being with us this evening on Oxford Empowered.
Thank you so much.
Hello, I'm Mike Harding, host of Innovation. We're seeking out innovation throughout Oxford County, and we're going to bring it to you right here on Rogers TV.
The Canadian Red Cross is working to get help to those affected by Hurricane Irma. You can donate online or text IRMA to 20222 to make a $10 donation.
For Sir George Etienne Cartier, the work of uniting Canada was as vast as the country itself. First, he won over Quebec.
Union is the only way forward.
No, Monsieur Cartier. Confederation will cost French Canadians their nationality.
Monsieur, together we will form a political nationality independent of our origins.
Diversity will be Canada's strength.
Then he fought for Manitoba.
The Northwest has formed a government under Louis Riel.
will not join Confederation unless our rights are respected.
So you want a new province? Then you'll have it. There will be a place for your people in Canada.
He envisioned a country from Atlantic to Pacific.
British Columbia won't even think of joining Canada without a wagon road through the Rockies.
Ask for a railway. We are building a country after all.
Bold as a lion, Confederation could not have happened but for him. Et Canada, son pays, ses amours.
Now let's hear from some of the parents of these Special Olympians. Hi, can you tell me who you are and who's the son you're sponsoring? And
I am Afka Ipma, and my son is William. This young man has blossomed ever since he got involved with Special Olympics. Truly, truly loves the sports. It keeps them busy. It does so much for their morale, for their well-being, for their self-esteem. They just grow.
That's fabulous. You know, sometimes we think our children have reached their plateau and then something changes. How was it that you got him involved in Special Olympics?
The very truth is we did not know about this organization, and our daughters who are helping us with our son found out about Special Olympics, and William's been involved ever since, and we are just so grateful for the volunteers. These people are fabulous. They give it all they've got.
It almost brings you to tears, doesn't it, as a parent?
Yeah. It certainly does, and I thank them.
If you had something to say to somebody watching this episode who may be sitting on the fence and not knowing about Special Olympics, what would you like to tell them in particular?
Please don't hesitate to get involved, because this is a safe community. Everybody belongs, and it's a wonderful, wonderful organization. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Ippa. Now we want to hear from one of our provincial golfers who's actually at the national level. Hi.
Hi.
Can you tell us who you are?
I'm Anne DeHont. Anne-Marie is my daughter. She's been in Special Olympics probably for about 15 years or better.
Wow, that's a long time. And you've, what has it done for Anne-Marie?
It has brought her out of her shell. She enjoys her sports. They're just like a big family. They're like brothers and sisters.
That's amazing. And 15 years, has she done golf the entire time, or has she done other things?
Nope, it was basketball, and she's done baseball. Golf has just started, but she's been golfing probably for about the last 7 years with her brother. Her brother got her started.
Oh, isn't that nice? So it's a family affair, isn't it?
With him and her? Yeah. Yes. Her brother was her caddy at provincials, and he's her knight in shining armor.
So would you say that being a part of Special Olympics helped give Anne-Marie the confidence to go to college?
Yes. Yes, and I encourage anybody with special needs that is in a high school that has the program to get involved with it, where Brampton College is the greatest. So is Peterborough. Niagara has one also. It's just fabulous what's out there for these kids now. Yes, I don't only have my daughter, I have my grandson involved in Special Olympics also. Yes. So yes, it's a big family.
Yes. That's wonderful. And family is what it's all about. It's inclusion, it's support, and it's teamwork, isn't it?
It is. It's all about teamwork. It teaches them self-respect. It teaches them how to respect one another. And it brings out the adults, and hopefully they get where they need to be. Yep.
Right. Now for fundraising, do you know anything about fundraising events coming up, or how people can support Special Olympics?
Now, Anne-Marie has had some fundraisers. When she went to provincials, she has a coffee group that donated money to help her. If you can do it through, we do have some fundraisers, like we have cheese sales, we have calendars at Christmas time for the year we try a whole bunch of different things, new things all the time.
That's great. And I understand Staples also has been participating very heavily.
Staples is one of our biggest ones.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So thank you both for being with us here on Oxford Empower and sharing your stories and, just really letting the audience know that this is such from the heart, isn't it?
Grateful. It's grateful. It's wonderful.
Anybody that has special needs, get involved. Get involved early. It will help them through social community. It is fabulous.
We hope you've enjoyed this episode of Oxford Empowered here at the Annandale Baseball Park in Tillsonburg with Special Olympics Tillsonburg, a proud group of people making a difference in our town. Thank you for being with us on Oxford Empowered. Be inspired and always be empowered.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.